Okay, it's been a while since I made a video. I kept putting off this video because I wanted the perfect tool, the perfect feature. But in the end, we're here today because I'm going to show you a new feature I've developed. A feature that took me several weeks to develop. And basically, I'm going to explain how I came up with the idea, how I developed it, why, etc. And I'm going to introduce a little about the process, how I'm going to announce to VoiceCheap users that there's a new feature and that there are plenty of others. Because actually, it's been weeks, even months, since I've announced anything. Even though I've developed a lot of features, I've improved a lot of things, but I haven't told anyone. So maybe I should post a little message on Discord. And I'll also show you how I send emails to everyone, users, by language, etc. I'm going to show you this. It could be interesting to show you this. And we'll also do a little update on VoiceCheap, little build in public episode.
So for those who don't know me, my name is Kevin. I'm a web developer and I also happen to build SaaS products like the one I'm currently developing called VoiceCheap. It's a tool that uses AI to translate videos into over 30 languages directly in your browser with tons of features like voice cloning and much more. And so on this channel, I share my progress through build-in public episodes, and I also talk about other topics related to development and tech in general. So, get back to the feature I developed. I called it Smart Publish. To put you back in the context, when you go on VoiceCheap, you bring your video then via a YouTube link, via a video file. And then, so you click on translate, you choose your language, etc. Translate, video done. You translate and boom, video's done. Get it later. Then do as you like. So generally, I'll publish it on social media. So in this case, on YouTube. For a video, no problem. It's pretty quick, a few minutes, and then you've got your video. You import it to YouTube, you add your description, your title once you've translated it, etc. with DeepL or ChatGPT, and there you go, your video is published with your thumbnail. Except that when you have like 5 or even 10 videos to translate, it's like super long. It's a real pain in the neck because it's super repetitive. You have to do the same thing all the time. Translate the titles, translate the description, sometimes translate the thumbnails too. It's like horrible actually to leave a platform, to go on a platform about 10 times, to do that each time. It's kind of horrible. So what I did is I created a kind of automation that allows you to import your YouTube videos. In fact, we connect your YouTube channel, then there are all our videos that appear. We simply click on translate the video that we want to translate. Then we do the normal process, and at the end we can directly publish. So it's video on its YouTube channel. The title and description are translated. We can even pre-record the descriptions, etc. I'll show you right after. But basically it makes the process so much easier because we don't need to change platforms, money, etc. There's no more of all that redundant system each time. Everything is translated automatically and everything is super simple. Actually, since there's no more friction from changing translations, etc.
But those aren't the only improvements we have. I've also developed quite a few things. We already have the UX and UI that are much better. So basically a much simpler thing with a few graphic additions to make the use and understanding of the tools a bit better. I've also improved the Smart Sync. So what is Smart Sync? You'll think, what's he on about? For the translation, the first step is to obtain a transcription. Then we have to translate this transcription. So let's imagine that I say in the video, hello, my name is Kevin. The translation would be in English, for example, hello, my name is Kevin. So far, so good. Because if we create an audio of, hello, my name is Kevin, the time it takes to say, hello, my name is Kevin, is roughly the same as saying, bonjour, je m'appelle Kevin. But except that it may be, I don't really know. I can't know in advance if the way I say something in one language and in another language will be the same time. That I have no idea beforehand. So That's what the Smart Sync feature is for, because it will rephrase the translated text from, so text A, I'll check it, I'll translate it, we'll create a speech from that text, for example, in German. If we find that this text, when spoken, is too long or too short, we'll rephrase it so that it matches the original speaking time in the video as closely as possible to avoid anything out of sync. Otherwise, it's really awful. So, with AI and a little algorithm, nothing too complicated, we'll just rephrase based on the time that's missing or the extra time in the new speech. We'll try to rephrase it to get something that matches well. And that's how, in the end, we get a result that's pretty natural and matches well. You just have to rephrase it carefully so as not to lose too much meaning and to avoid it sounding odd. Overall, I've improved the quality of the translation. I also added homepage. Before, you'd land straight on the translation page. It was kind of lame. There, created everything in onboarding for new free users. I also created a homepage with lots of little sections. You can even see the tutorials from the VoiceCheap YouTube channel. A clean look. It's appealing. There's also the lip sync, which is much better now. We also have 3 new languages, Vietnamese, I think, and the others I forget, not common ones. And that's it, overall. That's mostly what I've been doing these last few weeks, with lots of bug fixes, etc. So I'm going to show you directly what the new features look like, directly on VoiceCheap.
So we're on VoiceCheap to show you the new feature. We already have the brand new homepage, the home page, so to speak. We have our latest projects, our latest videos from our YouTube channel. So the main channel, it's the first channel we have. We've added it. Then we have all the connected channels. You see I have 7 in total. It's really simple to add them. And here we have all the tutorials. So since we have 4 YouTube channels, we have the 4 channels here. But since the room translates the site, it will be directly matched to your browser language. To show you the feature directly, this is a new button that allows you to activate Smart Publish to show you the process a little. Before, it was that I had the result of my video, so I had to download it, okay? So now I have my video. Then I had to find the title of the video. So I'm going to go, for example, I know I have DeepL, so basically I go to DeepL, I translate the title, I translate the description, that's done. Then I go to YouTube, I go to YouTube Studio, so I import the video, I add the title, the description, I add the thumbnail, etc. And that's okay for one video, it works, but for lots of videos it's a nightmare because I had my associate who used the tool to translate videos in bulk, shorts, etc. It was awful downloading videos, organizing files. You make cards for each, download all, then keep them in neat folders, etc. Keep the titles and descriptions. It's incredibly annoying. And I simplified that process, because now all we have to do is go to the tool. So it's already done, we can clearly see that, but I want to find an example. Let's imagine I have my video translated. I want to publish it on my channel in French. I click Smart Publish and it translates title and description, no effort needed. Hop, it's translated into French. Hop, it's translated into French while basically it's in English. I have my title in French, I have my description in French. Okay, if I want to use my default description that I've saved for the channel, I can do that too. If I want to keep the thumbnail, I can do that too, but I can add another one, no problem. So I'm choosing private. I'm posting with lip sync. J'attends quelques secondes. I'll wait a bit. And boom, it's translated, it's published on my channel. Great. Great. And it only took me a few seconds, whereas normally it took me several minutes just to publish the video, just the process. You know, it was horrible. Now that you've seen the new feature, I'm going to show you how I'm going to announce it to the community, because for VoiceCheap we have a Discord server, which isn't very active, but there are quite a few people. Well, quite a few people. How many are there? 60 people. That's roughly the number of people who use VoiceCheap the most, I think, so it'll be interesting to publish. There are French and non-French users, so I'll put the message in 2 languages. What I do is, I have a little tool called Raycast with an AI inside. I won't present it in this video, it would be too long. I made a video about it on my channel, but basically what I do is, I have my little keyboard shortcut. I have a little GPT that I created it myself, someone who knows VoiceCheap inside and out, and now I'm going to tell it, write me an announcement for my Discord to announce these new features, then below in English, and I'll give it a little rundown of the new features. Let's see what it comes up with. There, we have our little prompt. Perfect. And now it's going to give us a little message for Discord to make this faster. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, yeah, it gave me something really concise. Make it a little less concise. To give more details on the new features. Okay, so here I have my text in French and English. We'll put that here, like this. So there, yeah, it's all messy. I'll put the French first, because we have quite a lot. We have more French on the app than English. Before publishing, I want to do a little something, a little treat. But basically, to show that VoiceCheap is leveling up. I'll try to add a cool little thing like, it's Son Goku transforming into a Super Saiyan 1. That could be funny. I'll try to find it. Okay, so I found my little GIF with Goku there. It's make or break, we'll see. I'm putting my little text. Okay, perfect. We have it in French and in English. We won't forget the everyone, and I think we're ready. I'll also add a little GIF that shows the smart publish functionality. I'm putting in the text. We have the everyone. Okay, I'm putting in the little demo. Let's go. Yeah, I confirm. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to show you how I use a tool called Resend to send an email to my entire email base to let them know that VoiceCheap is improving, that VoiceCheap is leveling up, and that there are new features. Honestly, normally, today I should be announcing something about Black Friday with discounts, but hey, it's not a big deal. We're going to announce that VoiceCheap isn't dead and that things are happening, and that's it. It could be interesting. And that might even bring in clients, we'll see. For those who don't know, it's simply a tool that lets you send emails super easily. Well, it integrates very easily into code, and we also have a little tool called Broadcast that lets you create campaigns. Basically, you send emails to your entire email list pretty simply, without needing to know HTML or how to code. Personally, what I did was anticipate. I had an email list for all the people who speak French and all the people who speak English. Eventually, it would be good to have a list for each language, but for now, we have my list. We have an API list. We don't care about that. So we have French. And currently, we have 1,109 people to whom I could send this email in French and in English. So, not French. We have 1,700 people, almost 1,800. So, we're going to send it to these 2 lists of people. I'm going into Broadcast. I'm creating an email. So I'm choosing who the email is from, choosing a short subject line. VoiceCheap takes it to the next level. That means what it means. Actually, no, I don't really like that name. Let's say VoiceCheap improves new features. Great. We're going to put my little GIF. Don't make it too big. We'll put it in the center. And here, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to take my text that I put on Discord and adapt it for a classic email. Okay, it gave me a little email that's not bad. We'll take it. We'll put it here and see what it looks like. Yeah, nice. It looks pretty clean. Let's clean all this up a bit. Okay, great. So, before sending, let's do a little test. I'm going to send this to my email address and we'll see if it sends correctly and if the email looks good too. So for example, I see that it's info from who it comes from, so that's not correct. Luckily I saw that too, otherwise overall it's good. It's pretty correct. It depends on the email boxes too, but it looks pretty good so far. And I'm checking one last time, because if it's sent and I messed up somewhere, well, I'm kind of screwed. So I click send, and I'm going to send it to my entire email list of people. I didn't put the unsubscribe link. Because of that, I'll end up in spam there. That'll be a bit better. Honestly, Resend is a really good tool. It's super easy to use. The interface is nice. It's not overly expensive either. There are quite a few features to create audiences, etc. Frankly, really cool. I recommend it if you want an email sending tool for your SaaS. Send it. It's really stylish, huh? When you send an email. Okay, I just saw that I didn't even center the text. That's a bit annoying. It's a little weird. It's a little off to the side. These are annoying things, but they happen. We'll avoid making that mistake for the English email. I'll go back to resend and we'll do the same thing for English. Okay, so for English it's good. We can send it to the 1,700 other people. Let's go.
Good.
Good. We can already see the metrics from the other email send. If I go into this one, we see, for example, that 98% have been sent, 16% have been opened so far. A few minutes in, that's not bad. 2 people unsubscribed. That hurts, but that's how it is. The result? We announced it on Discord. We sent an email to everyone to announce the new features. What I've done in the last few weeks is pretty cool. Let's see how it goes. I hope we'll get some good feedback, and maybe even a few new clients. Regarding the stats, so where are we today? Let's go live, let's show you, huh? No bullshit. I'm going straight to Firebase. That's the database I use. If we go to the bottom, we see that I have 3,596 subscribers. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. I'm not very satisfied. I think we could do more. I'm waiting to launch some marketing, some advertising, and we'll see. Regarding translated videos, if you go to the landing page, you can see that if you scroll all the way down, there's a number here, and it's not a random number, it's not a stupid number, it's really, I connected to the database, which in real time retrieves all the translated videos every time someone visits the site and gives the exact number. So we have 5,480 videos that have been translated with VoiceCheap.
Okay, so that was it for the second episode of this series of my build in public. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments if you want more episodes, if you have other concept ideas. I had an idea in mind to develop a SaaS in 12 or maybe 24 hours using AI with AI boosted software so that even someone who knows a little bit of coding could make a SaaS. Basically to show you the whole process of making a SaaS thing super quickly, from the launch, a login page, creating the app with Stripe connection, etc. So really a complete app, a good MVP. Tell me what you think. And please, I'll make an episode like that. Bye.